Welcome back, everybody. A lot has changed since the launch of Verdansk, and while we were pretty spot on with our early meta predictions, a lot of people have been making changes to not only their perks, their tacticals, lethals, and especially their meta loadouts in the last few days based on the way Verdansk is playing, because we know there's a lot of issues with the economy of the game with both plates and money, and also the way the game is playing out, and you're getting absolutely zapped. So today we're going to go through exactly that. Tacticals, lethals, the updated best perks to run based on your playstyle, and the best meta loadouts, because while a lot of people are running with great success the HDR AK, I have a better loadout that I'm enjoying even more than that. Okay, starting off with tacticals, I'll honestly just suggest literally just one. Okay, smokes are so good for allowing crosses, and I used to suggest running something like the stims inside of Urzikstan, but since stims are great when someone sees you and you have time to heal up, but you die so fast in Verdansk, you don't have a chance to use them, I would just much rather play of I'm not going to get seen at all with a smoke grenade and pray for the best. Moving on, for lethals, I suggest one of two, really. Impact nades are so powerful because it allows an instant burst of damage that you then can follow in. You might hit yourself with an impact nade a few times as you get used to it, but in my opinion, they are just the absolute best to be using, unless you're playing full up tactical, a little bit more power position based, in which case the spring mines are better than proximity mines have ever been. Like, it is so difficult to prone out under these, and even when you do prone, you still take significant damage. So spring mines for power position players are a nuisance, and especially in solos, I build my perks around countering these because they're just so dang good. Moving on to the perks, okay? I'm gonna break this down into whether you are a tactical player, a little bit more of a power position player, or whether you are an aggro player, someone who wants to get into a lot of engagements, who wants to try to break their personal record, and we'll get into that. So starting first for the aggro players' perks, I suggest Scavenger, okay? Not only do you get additional ammo, not only do you get additional plates off the body you kill, but you also get $1,500 plus the money that they would have dropped already. And that's all inside that little scavenger pack. So it's important to note, if you're playing with a trio or a quad, it's whoever gets the kill. If that person has scavenger equipped, that will allow them to drop the scavenger pack. If they don't, then they won't get the scavenger pack off the body. I'm still trying to figure out the exact logic behind it between downs, thirsts, assists, but there have been plenty of times where a teammate has gotten the kill and I haven't, and I have scavenger equipped and it does not drop the bag. So important to note there. But that's gonna allow you to not only get a lot of money for UAVs, it's gonna allow you to keep your plate economy up and keep your team refreshed and ready to go. Moving on over to perk number 2 for the aggro loadout. I got a couple suggestions, okay? One or two, either tracker if you're trying to be extremely aggressive, because that's not only gonna allow you to see footsteps on the ground, but it basically gives you Caldera era combat scout where you shoot someone, you see their full outline. Cold-blooded is kind of like the counter to it. I think it's insanely obnoxious to be traced through a smoke, but in my opinion, I get more kills as a result of tracker than I get killed as a result of not having cold-blooded, if that makes sense. I just find myself to be on the aggressive side of the fights a little bit more, so I enjoy having tracker, but I do see why people would like cold-blooded. It also prevents you from getting marked by like recon drones and stuff like that, but you can still get live pinged. And then the other option is quick fix. I don't like quick fix as much. I used to be a huge quick fix fanatic. That's when you start plating, your health will start regenerating immediately. For me, I see so many smokes on the ground and I see so many smoke crosses and I get so many opening knocks as a result of tracker. And especially when I play mouse and key, it's so tough to track people, and having them red outlined is just easiest tracking in the world. I enjoy tracker. It also auto pings for my teammates. It's just a huge power multiplier for the entire squad. So my suggestions for aggro players are tracker, cold-blooded, or quick fix, leaning towards tracker. And then finally, bird's eye. If you're playing aggro, I highly suggest having bird's eye because it gives you information of everyone on the map. Heck, even if you're playing a little bit more tactical, if you have bird's eye and you pop that UAV, it's gonna allow you to see everyone on the map, even if they're ghosted, which means you will know where everyone is, which means you can rotate to that power position with 100% confidence if you see, oh my God, that building is free, we have to go there now. And that's just, it's been such a key part for my a little bit more aggressive gameplay that I really suggest at least one person on a squad to have bird's eye. Now listen, I've seen some of your guys' Warzone loadouts and I know they're fun, you like them, you got an attachment to it, but you need to trust me with the better alternatives here. But maybe you have something in your personal daily loadout that you're trying to find an alternative for and you haven't found it. Well, check out the sponsor of today's video, and that is Fume. You see, Fume is an award-winning flavored air device meant to be a better alternative alternative to something harmful like vaping. Now, once again, fume is just flavored air. There is no battery, no combustion, no vapors, no chemicals, no nicotine. It is just flavored air meant to help you bridge the gap as you break that bad habit. And it's really tough to break habits when you need something like that oral fixation, or you're getting the jittery nerves and you need that satisfying click to move through and just kind of pass the tide. Fume is there for you. And as they continue to release new flavors and as they continue to get additional third-party testing to prove its safety and efficacy, people have been loving Fume. Hundreds of thousands of people have purchased the product and loved it. And if you want to check out Fume, you can check it out for yourself down in the link in the pinned comment and description. Go to tryfume.com/IceManIsaac or scan the QR code on your screen and use code IceManIsaac to get a free Fume topper when you order your journey pack today. Huge shout out to Fume for sponsoring today's video. All right, let's say you're a little bit more a tactical player. You're not a run and gun. You're not trying to like hunt down the entire lobby, or maybe you're just, I want to play for a win this game. I want to end on a W. Okay, we're going to move over and we're going to switch over to a couple different options. I'll also address what I think is best for solos as well. But over on the tactical side for the average player, I would consider either Survivor or Scavenger. The reason I like Survivor is it allows you to instantly res your teammates. And if you're on that power position, people are going to be taking a lot of pot shots at you. You may not have full armor all the time, and it allows your health regen to begin after 3 seconds. But more often than not, what I really like about it, if you're playing for that power position and someone knocks you with an HDR and follows it up with a precision airstrike, you res your teammates and your teammates res you so much faster that that airstrike won't thirst you because you get resed so fast. It's really jarring to play against a team that's playing with Survivor. The next perk that you need to run if you're playing a little bit more tactical is something like Quartermaster. Okay, we're not going to be making a lot of crosses out into the open with Tracker, so we don't need things like Cold-Blooded and Tracker to see through smokes. But if we're posted up and we have people that are trying to hit out our building, if we have things like the spring mines or shock charges, or even we're just throwing nades, having that continuously regenerating so you can always have 2 spring mines on your stairs or on your ladder or wherever it may be, especially since munitions boxes are so rare and so expensive, Quartermaster is like a cheat code. And it recharges really, really fast based off of how slow this game plays. So I would run Quartermaster if I'm playing a little bit more tactical, Survivor, and then finally, I would either suggest Bird's Eye for the rotations or Tempered based on the fact that I want more plate economy because I'm going to be posted up on that high ground and I want to be able to live there as long as I can without having to run away and go get plates, right? Because we're going to be posted up on that power position. We're not going to be running over bodies like we would if we were playing aggressive with Scavenger. And then finally, one change that I make based on whether I'm playing solos is, you know, when I'm playing duos, trios, quads, I'll have the teammates that can get the trades. I'll have the teammates that can help, you know, take cover for me while I potentially run into a spring mine. But since the spring mine meta is so big inside of solos, what I really suggest running is either Bomb Squad, which allows you to take reduced incoming damage from explosives, or and on top of that, it also lets you see them through walls and you can hack them to where you could take an enemy spring mine, they challenge in, and then they die to their own spring mine. Just bliss. Alternatively, I would suggest running something like Reflexes, which will cause the fuse to slow down for that spring mine. I would lean towards Bomb Squad, but Reflexes will allow you to hear the beeping of you have something near you in terms of an explosive. It slows it down. But I have died so much inside of solos to spring mines that I basically have just caved and said, hey, I'm running either Bomb Squad or Reflexes whenever I'm playing solos. Okay, so this is, if you want to go and take a screenshot real quick, this is my suggested more tactical loadout down here for the perks. And then if you're looking for something a little bit more aggressive, I would throw on something like Scavenger, Tracker, and Bird's Eye. And then if I was playing solos, I would probably throw on Bomb Squad, just because I still play solos pretty aggressively. So I would keep Scavenger, I would get rid of Tracker, and I'd throw on Bomb Squad so that way I wouldn't die to any spring mines. All right, now we've covered tacticals, lethals, perks. Now let's get into what is the new meta that a lot of people are running inside of Warzone, and this loadout is just the best. Now, don't get me wrong, the HDR and the AK is absolutely like my favorite go-to for solos, but when I've started playing duos, trios, and quads, and like you've probably seen a lot of players running recently in tournaments, they are moving towards a double AR loadout, more specifically with a, quite frankly, pay-to-win attachment. Now, if you've seen this CR56 in the store, it comes with, in my opinion, kind of a clunky looking VLK where it's got the big box around the side. But what a lot of people don't realize is when you get rid of that optic and you throw on overpressured, you get, and it's not necessarily overpressured, you just get rid of the optic, you get one of the cleanest iron sights in the game that just allows you to see so easily across the map. And it's like Grau level of clean iron sight, but with low recoil and AMAX level damage. So what people have started doing is, since they're able to rip people from such large distances with this AMAX, they're then running in and they're running a double AR loadout, because obviously the AK-74 SMG is the best SMG in the game. And it allows you basically to interchangeably, within 50 meters, use the AK or the AMAX, and you're just so much damage, so much consistency, and it is my favorite run and gun loadout. So if you haven't seen this, blueprint before, what it is it's under the Digital Dreamin'. If you go inside of the store, you can find it on the store. It has AMAX, it has SVD, it has a whole bunch of other, calling cards and stuff. And you guys know me, I haven't supported the concept of buying blueprints over the last 3 years because I've hated the direction of the game. But now that I'm actually really enjoying Warzone and really enjoying shooting the AMAX, I'm not, hesitant to shout it out and be like, hey, you need to try this out. Okay, the SVD, what you can do is you can click on the SVD and click your right bumper, and it'll bring you over to the shop tab, and that will show you all of the SVD blueprints that you can buy in the store. Unfortunately, with the AMAX, there isn't a way to tab over to the store. That's kind of bugged out. So if you can't find it in the store, you can find it through a SVD right tab over into the store. So what I do is I have a 5 attachment, double AR loadout. And then if I get a loadout later in the game, whether I think it's gonna be more of a heavy long range, I will grab an 8 attachment AMAX, or if I think it's gonna be more inside of buildings, I'll grab an 8 attachment AK. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the builds real quick if you wanna take your screenshots, and I'm gonna show you me dropping my first ever 30 bomb inside of Verdansk, running duo quads with Huskers, running this exact loadout. So run and gun real quick, let's get your 5 attachment AMAX right here. Now, straight onto your 5 attachment AK-74 SMG. If you're struggling with the recoil on this, once again, this is meant to be an SMG. You can change the Ranger out for a vertical. That's just something you can do. And then if I'm running for an 8 attachment AMAX, we rock this. If you want to, you can get rid of the Strelok laser and throw on something like a 3X, but me personally, I like the iron sight so much that the Strelok makes it better from hip fire to ADS, which makes it feel even more dominant inside of 50 meters. And so it's so dang good. And then the AK for the 8 attachment right here, I would really suggest this with the Strelok because it's gonna make it feel even more like an SMG. Make sure you take a screenshot. If you guys are taking screenshots, make sure you drop a like on this video, subscribe for even more because we have a lot of tips and tricks and little hidden changes that have came inside of Verdansk. Make sure to hang around and check out the end of this where I drop over 30 kills using this loadout, duo quads with Husk. And huge shout out again to Fume for sponsoring today's video. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace. They jumped, they're on a roof. I'm hopping out. I'm hopping out.
Okay.
They're in this building too?
Yeah, I got roof.
Crack, killed. And bottom, nice.
Oh my god, stairs.
Come
good. I'm out bottom, I think. Oh, wait.
Nice. Rats indeed. They went towards train station. Okay. If you get we can buy UAVs.
in the south.
You.
Need recon overhead.
Standing by.
The boys are crossing.
It's from back side.
Be advised, the squad is down. It's up to you now. UAV is
Requesting recon flyover.
returning to base. Losing ground, moving.
Hostile eliminated.
Season timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
There's another team sniping at me here.
Enemy UAV is online.
UAV available for tasking.
Need recon overhead.
Hella loot here. We do have people rolling up though. Still getting sniped from. It's cracked. 20.
Oh, there's a guy closer. By building. On him. Quick. Nice. But I did down a guy in the bridge, so they're probably rezzing. I'm gonna grab that satchel behind you as well.
Love that.
There they go.
Requesting recon flyover.
I think there's at least two. That one's
Yeah.
posted. Found one. And crack that one.
Watch
Alive.
deep right. Watch deep right.
Yeah, yeah. I'm wrapping left with you here. One's down.
Heard that.
Present right now.
Rezzing, I
Sure.
think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Grenade.
I'll be back.
Be on our deep right somewhere. I think we had late wraps coming in from train station. And then definitely people on Hospital Hill, but
Move to the safe zone. Gas inbound.
I'll be back.
Oh my god, I hit that. Oh, I just quick scoped that guy basically.
Fire sales over. Adjusting the price.
there's a full separate team on your deep right hill wrap, okay?
Moving them in the mark.
Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'm kind of scared. And we have zone.
Throwing smoke.
I sniped on my deep right. You guys have to wrap in. So there's gonna be people wrapping in through like graveyard. Just bought back there. Front super.
Yeah, running through the buy.
This guy. 3, 2, 1. One super on a heady. 20, absolute 20 on that heady. Nice.
Behind the buy, I think. Looks he ran back already.
Come to me, we can buy UE. I think you see a separate team on like the little head glitch right there by electrical. Dropped it.
Supply crates for restock. Advise you to load up now.
Calling this. Top left, top left.
You down him?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm weak. You might push.
Got your push.
Yeah, push.
20. Dead. Another one. Low left.
Good one. Oh no. Good, I'm good.
Dead.
One more guy outside here.
For that, reloading. Nice, good win. Should be a team electronic, unless that was a team that wrapped over fast.
Okay.
Yeah, careful whenever you're playing Superstore. So like, if you see someone up on your minimap indicator, it can be a guy right here. He'll show up on your minimap. So you
Yeah,
I make that mistake all the time. I always think that it's like someone on roof and some dude just ratting right there. I'm crossing.
Definitely on the left one.
Yep.
Seems like a further entry though. So we can
Yep.
probably go on the close one.
Oh, down this lane.
I'll be back.
A shot.
Nice. Might go on the other one.
Heard that.
Yeah, I'm going to the other one.
Dropping into the area.
I landing what? Auto? Alright, I'm top. Nothing here. Unless they're in the room.
Oh, what the f? I'm getting bumped by. Nice.
In the room here.
Charlie. Dude, my body got like bumped by his bullets or something.
He's down.
Just feel like we're gonna get sniped from like 10, bro. If I get it down on one, why you want to jump down?
Heard that. Yeah, if you get it down, I can make a jump.
Down on the roof, Nice, I'm coming with you. Here.
Pushing your thirst.
Roof. Yeah, I can't push that. Just holding it. It's gonna be 2. I might work the other staircase real quick.
Heard that.
Friendly loadout.
You might get curious and
Alright,
push
I'm
me.
gonna work the other building.
Yeah, I love that.
There's yeah, just give me like
I'm just keeping their attention.
Incoming.
cracked 1, down 1. One to my cubby. That's it.
Nice. Gotta watch our
You
low
can
left. There could be
definitely
people.
You can get a 30 even if we rotate early. I mean, there are people fighting there. Let's.
Oh, yeah, low left.
Where? Close?
Inside this.
Moving.
Okay. Yeah, I think it. Oh my god, on the right.
Yeah, you seen that?
I think. Yeah.
I gotta push into that guy. I can't chill here. Sniper's gonna fuck me up.
Okay.
I have one of the snipers. Oh my god, fucking pissed on.
There's a team in.
Yeah, we just focus yellow. We focus breaking down yellow. One's in the low right yellow, 100%.
Oh, he's inside.
That's
Nice.
Nasty jump.
Cracked up in the attic.
down attic.
Good as
Nice.
new.
if I can throw it.
Nah, I'm not egoing that. I'm coming back. We have pull. We have pull.
Oh, they have a trophy in that window, anyways.
We have a plate box, so we need it later.
I'll be back.
I wonder if we have any holds from airport. Yeah. Free. Do you have a sniper? I forgot.
I do not. No.
Fuck you. I'll be back.
Oh, we're getting smoke. We're getting smoke. Three. Oh my God, they're challenging hard.
They're outer?
They're playing outer, yeah.
Yeah, they're all like outside the building.
Down one.
Nice,
Posted one.
down. Watch out bottom with me.
Yeah,
Bottom
with you.
right.
They're close left.
Bottom right.
Window.
Up out.
Close left.
Oh, I got fried.
Oh.
Oh my God, wait.
On my X. It's like in the low left in the bathroom.
You've made it to the top 5.
All solos, one duo.
Okay.
Nothing clean, right?
Someone inside that shed, you heard him. You can maybe do a roof jump up and get on top of the shed's roof. You can play the left side of that shed roof. One under you, one probably outside right wall. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Look for the cross. Oh my
my
God!
God.
Husk, one below you!
Oh, I didn't mean to jump.
Gas closing in.
Is there any heady out there?
Now you got full gassy. You got a full gassy. You're just gonna shoot on this guy on your low right. Or just underneath you.
Okay.
If he's gonna try to stay in as long as possible, he's gonna go out the right door.
Yeah, sounds like a bot, right? It's not even moving.
Play gas, play gas. Nice!
Primary objective complete.
Bro, that flick was
Exactly.
sexy.
Oh, the flick? I know, right?